Hey everybody, wow, did we get a lot of rain yesterday, and today you can really feel it outside. It's really humid outside. I just walked outside the studio here to get a little bit of fresh air, but let's head back inside. I want to show you the latest because we do have a flash flood watch for our area. So let me show you what details we have on those weather maps. All right, so there's a few things that I wanted to show you here when we get into our forecast for the rest of the afternoon. Here we are in the middle of the afternoon. We have cumulus clouds that are everywhere drifting through our region. Bigger clouds down to our south. We do have some rain that is already developing down to our south, so I will be watching that as we go throughout the next couple of hours and into our newscast tonight. Now, what we're looking at here is the water vapor imagery. So we're looking at how humid is the atmosphere. The areas of yellow indicate the dry air, but obviously I'm sure your eyes are being drawn to eastern North Carolina now, where we have these thunderstorms that are starting to pop up in this area here. A lot more moisture there because we have thunderstorms that are developing and moving through the area. We will probably see more of that moving into the region. Now, once again, the yellow that is over the Hampton road cities is drier air than what we have in the surrounding region. When we zoom this out a bit, you can actually see where the dry air mass really is. That's in Illinois, Indiana, and now moving into Kentucky. So that's not into our area right now. But we can also check out how humid the air is and how much moisture is in the atmosphere. So we use something called precipitable water. And when we look at precipitable water, that's the amount of water in the column of the air basically directly above our heads. If it all were to fall out as rain in a straight line above our heads, how much of that would be liquid? How much water would come out? Today, that value is about 1.9 inches. So that's a high number. Over or greater than 1.5 inches can mean flash flooding. Now the color table here is a little bit less intuitive what you may be used to. We have the browns or reds. That means a higher value. So we have a lot of moisture that's in the atmosphere again across our area. Now the value is a little bit less today than where it was yesterday. Yesterday it was at 2 inches. Today it's at 1.9. Not a big difference, but it is a little different. But think of it like this too. So we have 1.9 inches of water that could fall directly down on top of us. But remember, thunderstorms don't create rain straight above you. They group and grab the moisture around them, and they collect it all into one concentrated area, which creates the rain and the really heavy rainfall rates, 1, 2, maybe even 2.5 inches per hour. So that's what we're watching for as we go throughout the day. There's also the basic ingredients: moisture, instability, and lift. We have those today. The levels are fairly high, yellow and red. That means we have fairly high levels of those ingredients, so not too out of the ordinary there. I'm not looking at severe weather in terms of tornadoes or straight line winds. There could be some gusty winds with these storms, but I don't see a big squall line to develop and sweeping through the whole area. But a couple of storms that do get stronger may have some winds with them. Here's a look at Super Doppler 10 once again as we've gone into the afternoon. We see these showers and thunderstorms developing into eastern North Carolina. Not seeing anything across the Hampton road cities. One of our models here shows us the future radar, and it thinks it's going to expand into Virginia Beach as we go close to 6 p.m. or so. We'll see if that's the case, but that is a possibility. Flash flood watch is in effect until late tonight all across Virginia. We don't have one into northeast North Carolina. You still have some heavy rain in your forecast tonight, but the flash flooding threat seems to be higher into eastern and southeastern Virginia. Here's a look at our future track for the remainder of the afternoon. This has thunderstorms a little bit earlier in Chesapeake and also Virginia Beach. Again, I'm going to keep a close eye on this. These models don't have as much rain appearing now as what they had, especially this time yesterday and going into yesterday. So I'm not seeing as much rain across the area, but I'm not going to say we're done with this thing yet. We could still see some thunderstorms that move very slowly that bring some heavy rain into the area. So stay tuned for updates as we go throughout our newscast tonight. I'll be on air coming up at 4 and 5 tonight. Don Slater will be on after that at 5:30 and beyond. Keep an eye on the forecast. Hopefully we don't get too much rain. We don't need too much more. Have a good rest of your day.